Welcome, it's Marcy here. Today I will be talking about what I actually packed for my infant and my toddler. Things that actually worked out for me and the things that did not work out for me at all. All the things that I actually did have, or I will mention, they are from Amazon. I will link those in there so you will actually know which ones and which ones I actually got. So I did purchase the inflatable stool that was meant for Kian. He was meant to actually lay down and be able to actually have a full kind of flat surface. That did not happen for us just because he did not sleep very well on the way there. We didn't even actually open it. So for us, it didn't really work. He just wasn't settling in, so there was no need. Also, in the airplane that we went there was a lot of seats at the back, a lot of seats actually everywhere, so he was able to just lay down and just use the seats instead of the way back. We did have also extra space, so he actually ended up laying beside my husband most of the time. So for us, it just, there was no need to actually get that. I know that some people use that, and I did see that all over the internet, and I thought that was a great idea. It's just, it did not happen for us, unfortunately. If your toddler is a great sleeper and he's able to sleep, or she's able to sleep anywhere, I would suggest to bring that. I think it would just make things a little bit easier, especially because you don't know also if the flight will be full or not. It's a hit or miss. If it works for you, go ahead. For us, it did not work, so I would not suggest to bring it. But again, it's really up to you. If it just depends on what you need. Just sharing my experience. Another thing that I did bring on the airplane for Kian was his pillow. I wasn't sure if Air Canada was gonna provide blankets and pillows again with this whole pandemic, so I wasn't sure if they were gonna actually provide it, so I brought that in there for him. Actually did not use it. Air Canada actually gave us those, so we actually just used their blankets and their pillows instead of what we brought. I would suggest to call ahead and find out if they do still provide those, because I know some airlines don't actually provide. Another thing I did bring for Kian and Kai was Tylenol. We brought Kai, we brought his Camilla, we brought for both of the capsules for the sleeping, to make them sleep a little bit better on the plane. We also brought aloe vera, just in case somebody did get burned, although my husband is the one who actually used that. Snacks for the plane and within travel. Getting to things that we actually use while we were staying at places. They bring the dish soap for the kids for their bottles and stuff, so we would actually have the brush and the dish soap, a portable one. Like I just dumped instead of the big one, I just dumped it in a little one that I had and just used that, which I thought it was very helpful. It was portable and you just brought it in your bag and it was good to go. So that really did help us a lot. I would suggest to bring that if you don't want to use the dish soap that they do provide at the places that you're staying. Another thing that I did pack for them was traveling lunch bag. So I would actually put Kian's milk in there. So everywhere that we would go and we knew that we were going to stay overnight, or an X amount of time, and he wanted his milk, I would put that in there. I also put in his yogurts or his fruits or anything that needed to be cool. I brought that in with me. It was a small one. I didn't obviously want to bring a big one just because it was so bulky, but a small one helped us tremendously. So I would suggest, if you can, buy a small lunch bag or even a lunch bag that you already have. I was going to bring my own lunch bag that I used to use for work and just put those in because I knew that they had that cooling in there. Also had another one that we used. It was a small one. It's a Nike one. Just a perfect size, enough for us to bring the milks or the snacks that we needed to have it. Another thing that we do suggest to bring that I know I forgot, especially if you're going to a hot destination, is a portable fan. For Kai, I forgot that here, and when we got to the coast, it was so hot that I was boiling myself. So I just wanted to make sure that Kai was cool enough, so we ended up going there to purchase one, even though I had one here, but I just completely forgot. Definitely recommend to get one, especially if you're going again to a hot destination, please. Another thing I wanted to mention was when I started to pack the clothes and the diapers and everything like that. So I had at least 3 different type of destinations. So one destination I knew during the day it was going to be hot, and then at nighttime or afternoon started to cool down. So I had to make sure that I had enough extra clothes or outfits for that. And then I knew that in another place it was going to be super hot for the days that I stayed there. I had to make sure that I had enough hot outfits. And then when we went to the coast, I had to make sure that I had all their swimming suits, all their floaties, and all the swimming diapers and everything, and all the hot outfits also for that. So we had a lot of different things that I had to pack. I did pack around 5 to 6 diapers for Kai a day. For Kian, I packed like a full sleeve of extra diapers just because I knew we were going to be traveling. He is potty trained, but I knew that he was not going to be able to basically go to the washroom at any time depending on where we were. So I packed extra diapers, like another sleeve for him, and 1 diaper a day for nighttime. So those are the big things. I know it's a lot of diapers that I packed, but I knew going to where I was going to Colombia, I knew that the diapers over there was way more expensive than here if I were to buy them here on sale. So I did purchase a lot on sale as bulk, and I brought those over there. So I did make the sacrifice of putting them in the luggage, but I felt like that was, for me, it worked out better than me going there, spending more on them, and just the inconvenience of getting out to get them. But I just wanted to avoid all that. So I did sacrifice putting everything in the luggage just to make sure that I knew I had enough for them and not run out while I was at the destination. The thing that we did pack was, or purchase, was the packaging cubes, they're called, from Amazon. Notice that for me was just the organization was key, as my husband says. Would be able to basically look at the luggage and know where all my kids' stuff is. So I knew where Kai's onesies are, all pants, all his socks, everything that I knew I needed, I packed it all in one. Same with Kian. I did the same thing with them. And then when I did open, it was all laid out individually and it was perfect. Like for me, that was amazing. Like it was just everything I could see. It was all nicely organized and it made things so much easier. Just because we were traveling in Colombia in so many different places, so it really helped us while we were trying to, you know, pack and unpack and pack and unpack. So for me, I would suggest to get those if you can. Even for myself personally, like I didn't have that before, and I knew going from one place to another, when I would unpack and pack, everything would just go everywhere. And I'm just like trying to find things and I didn't know where they would be. So I knew going to this trip, I had to try to be as much organized as I could. Those organizers really did help us a lot, at least for me. I will also link that in there for you. Questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching and details for this. If you do want to ask me any more questions, just message me on our Instagram and I will answer all your questions you have. Thank you for watching.